Hello guys, today we'll analyze the stock of NIIT. So let's begin. The current price of the stock is around 311 rupees as on 27th August 2021. It was up by 1.17 percentages. Now, this stock has given approx 133% returns in the last 1 year. When we look at the stock overview, the company belongs in the consumer discretionary segment into the educational services. It is a small cap having a market cap just above rupees 4,000 crores, but stock is very volatile and it is 3.4 times volatile as Nifty. Looking at the P/E ratio, the P/E ratio is around 28, while sector P/E ratio is minus 365. So we can see here P/E ratio of the company is far better than the sector, and company is also able to generate profits, whereas other companies in the sector are not able to generate profits. The PB ratio of the company is 2.50, while sector PB is 4.95, approx 5. So we can see here both PE ratio and PB ratio of the company is better than the sector, which are very good signs for the investment purpose. So what does the company do? NIIT is into skill and talent development company. They help people in getting better jobs and help them in improving their career by providing training related to particular field. And 100% analysts have recommended to buy this stock. Two analysts have given rating. Now, what are their services? First, they are present across 30 countries and they have 35 million plus learners worldwide. Their services, which means their programs, include software engineering, fintech, banking and finance, data science, cloud computing, cybersecurity, digital marketing, emerging technologies, and short-term other courses. Also, guys, if you want to see more such videos, then you can like the video and subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit the bell icon for being notified. Now, some of their major clients are HDFC Bank, even ICICI Bank, Neptune Software, HDB Financial Services. So we can see here that big players are the client of this company. The company earns revenue from two segments, which includes the corporate and second is skills and career. We can see a year-on-year growth in both the segments, but most importantly, 12% of their revenue comes from skills and careers, while it remaining 80% comes from corporate. When we see on a geographical basis, then 6% revenue just comes from India, while 88% of the major revenue is coming from North America and Europe, while remaining 6% is coming from rest of the world. We now in the corporate one, there is management training services. We can see that there is consistent growth in the number of customers in management training services. Under MTS, they provide consulting services, content and curriculum, and other services. Even the corporate revenue is consistently increasing. They have a very good management team. And when we look at the shareholding pattern, then in Q1 FY22, promoters are having 35% of the shareholding and they have increased their shareholding if we compare it with the previous quarters. Institutions are having holding around 12%, foreign portfolio investors at 23%, and public approx 30%. And another important event in the month of February, company bought a buyback offer and the price was rupees 240, and at that time stock was trading below 200 rupees. So these are good signs from the management side that they are thinking about the shareholders also, and they completed a buyback of approx 10 million shares. Looking at the key financials, then EBITDA of the company improved by 4% quarter on quarter, but 196% year on year. Even the EPS of the share improved 15% quarter on quarter, but by 83% year on year. Revenue is constantly increasing for the company, which are good signs. Even the EBITDA margin in FY22 has improved a lot. Market cap also increased from the previous years, and the position, net cash position, is very good. Having a look at the past earnings growth, then company has grown their net income by 35% average in the last 5 years, which is lot more than the industry, almost three times than the industry. But in last 1 year, company has not been able to achieve growth. In fact, there was decline in the net income of almost 37%, while industry was in positive. So this is a drawback for the company. When we have a look at the returns ratios, then ROE is around 11.1 percentage, which is almost similar to industry, while return on assets is 7 percentage, which is slightly less than the industry. Return on capital employed is 9.7 percentage. Debt to equity ratio of the company is around 3.5 percentage. Here, this blue line is the equity portion, while this red line is the debt part, and this green line is the cash available with the company. One very good point here is that cash available with the company is lot more than the debt. So this shows the strong position of the company. In the short term, we can see that assets are far more than the liabilities, and even in long term, assets are far more to cover all the liabilities. This shows that company has a very strong financial position in both short term and long term. Now let's have a look on the chart of NIIT. So guys, this is a chart of NIIT on a daily time frame. Now I can find one support for the stock at this level of 300. We can see that earlier this level was acting as the resistance for the stock, but then stock made a bullish pattern and then it managed to cross this resistance, and now this level is acting as the support for the stock. But if someone is looking for a fresh entry, then I think they can enter at the current level. While if someone is already invested in the stock, then I think they have no need to exit. They can continue and hold on to this stock. But if you are looking for an entry for a short term, you can place an SL at the level of 280, because I can find one support for the stock at this level of 285. So it is good to have a little bit of space below this support for the safety purpose. So guys, this was all from this video. If you found the content helpful, then please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you.